We're in this thing!
We are back! We're in here like swimwear.
I know we've been missing for a while. We even had some shows on deck. We said Merry Christmas. We said Happy New Year. We said all of that shit.
Yeah.
But Daniel went on vacation and came back and was like, I ain't doing that fucking show.
That's true.
So that's what happened. But we're back now. Happy New Year, everybody.
Roaring 20s. We're in the roaring 20s now.
We're in the roaring 20s. I hope everybody got to be safe out there in the roaring 20s. It's a vicious flu going around because, you know, I think it was a vicious plague in the 1720s and the 1820, 1920.
Are you afraid that history might repeat itself? Or
I just say that all the 20s seemed like it was some type of plague hitting. Maybe you walk around with one of them big masks that look like birds or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The bubonic plague mask. Have you ever seen one?
Yeah, they look demonic.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
But there is a flu going around right now as we speak.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It hit viciously in my household.
Oh.
Yeah, it hit viciously in my household. I dodged it. We quarantined my oldest. She had it. So we quarantined her into a room, and she's okay now. Everybody's got away. But everybody that went to this little party that she went to, all the kids got sick. Every last one of them, except for my two littles. They must have stayed away from the plagued one.
They got the immunity, man.
Right, they do.
Special.
So it was all good.
Yeah.
But I had a good holiday.
Good.
Got to hang out with some friends. How was yours?
It was fun. It was quite hilarious.
Yeah.
I visited my grandmother on my mom's side, who definitely is on death's door. So I was like, oh, you know, this might be the last time I ever see her again.
Okay.
And I said, you know, Grandma Hallie, I don't know when the next time I'm going to be in Ukiah is, but, you know, I had this song prepared for the family, and so I played for Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. It was my traditional rendition of this song.
Right.
And she's listened to it, and her head bows down, and she starts shaking like this, and I'm thinking like, oh, mom, look, she's crying. Turns out she's not crying. She's old and shaking. She's just shaking.
Yeah.
And then she comes up, and then the song ends, and, you know, there's like this, you know, pause, and we're all kind of looking at each other, and I'm like, so Grandma, you know, did you enjoy that? And she's like, you know, Daniel, I once saw you play guitar and sing for me when you were a little kid. And the first thing that came to my mind was, thank God he could play guitar.
Oh, shout out to Granny. Shout out to Granny.
One of the most amazing replies to music I've ever received. I will always remember that moment. You know? That was great.
Yeah, man. Well,
yeah.
You know, it is the year 2020.
Yeah.
And we are in a leap year as well.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
So everything falls on a Friday. All the fly shit that we do.
Yeah.
Whether it be Valentine's Day or you know, Christmas or Halloween, all that stuff falls on Fridays and Saturdays this year.
Yeah.
So it's about to be lit.
You
know, everybody gonna be at the crib. You know,
it's party time.
It's party time. You know. So, you know, I hope everybody comes in cool. I mean, I know it's not a new year, new you, you know, unless you shave your head or something.
Oh.
But, you know, just everybody, you know, just be the same. Just be a better person, the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't got to put it all out there on the web, what you going to do. You know, you ain't got to tell everybody, oh, I'm going to do this in the new year. Oh, yeah, I'm taking over. Like, you ain't taking over nothing.
I feel like that jinxes it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that messes it up.
Yeah. This is my year.
Yeah. This is my year. You know what I mean? Everybody better watch out. You know what I mean?
You just wait.
Well, I was about to talk. Oh, yeah, I just recently found out that, and I know it's late news. I know I'm late to the party. But
About what?
I never knew that RuPaul was in a frontman of a punk rock band called Wee Wee Pole.
What?
I found that out. It was killing me inside.
Say the name of the band one more time for our viewers.
Can you post a picture of RuPaul in the band?
Yes.
All right. The name of the band is Wee Wee Pole. Now, it's a band out of Atlanta. Go figure. But I think Atlanta is like, you know, if like San Francisco is like Disneyland for gay people,
Okay.
Atlanta might be like Disney World. You know what I'm saying? How Disney World kind of a little more poppin'.
The sanctuary.
You know, and in Atlanta back in the day,
Oh man.
Before it was Disney World, he had a punk rock band called Wee Wee Pole. Ain't that something?
I wonder what the music sounds like.
Punk rock music. Gotta listen to it. Maybe we'll listen to it.
I think we should listen to it on the break.
Yeah. We'll definitely try to give it a listen to.
We're gonna come back with our review of Wee Wee Pole. Is it called Wee Wee Pole?
That's the name of the band. RuPaul is the frontman of a band called Wee Wee Pole.
Wee Wee Pole.
Yeah, that's what my son call his thing, you know. He call it a wee wee, you know. I forgot what I was gonna say, man. I was about to go. Oh yeah, this I don't know where this was. Was it in Mexico or Guatemala or somewhere in the hood? But I seen a old boy come with the Ric Flair slappers to this dude and KO'd him. Now what did this dude do wrong?
Oh, I don't know, but he must have been acting a damn fool in this restaurant or fast food chain or whatever.
Was this the owner of the restaurant? I need some clarity.
Shall we watch this clip and
put the clip on, man? Because dude, it came out of nowhere. It didn't really. I mean, the dude was getting roughed up. Was he already being roughed up?
I don't know. Here, let's take a look at this clip here.
Okay, let's look.
Oh, here he goes again.
Wait, you see how he came? Did you see how he came with it?
Dude, he was so excited to do that.
Man, he must have knew. He must have knew.
You see how he like looked at the camera and then just did this kind of thing and just went, oh!
He came with the WWE chop to the
and it was audible.
And it didn't sound right. The way it sounded, it didn't sound like it hurt his hand. That sounded like he hit all skin.
Oh man, all across the neck.
Yeah. It didn't seem like no bones got hit. There was no thud. It was just all smack.
Oh my God. Loud.
Yeah. And I wonder what that guy did or who he violated in order to be treated in such a disrespectful manner. Like I'd rather get punched in the face than to just get Ric Flair chopped.
I don't know. I think the dude that Ric Flair chopped him had nothing to do with the situation at all. He just found himself an excuse to give his.
He was probably like the big homie on the block. Like, oh, watch this, son.
No, this guy. I'm imagining him like, you know, he lives in a basement somewhere with a bunch of WWF VHS tapes, and he just been watching Ric Flair for his entire life, and it's like,
man, they be watching the Libres, man. They be watching. They be watching wrestling.
In his mind,
over there.
In his mind, he's like, I've always wanted to do this, and I finally have a chance.
Man, wrestling is big in Mexico.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think that might be where that was.
The lucha libres and all that.
Yeah, the lucha libres.
Yeah,
like they be hitting it in, and he came with a lucha libre.
He came with the El Ric Flair though.
Ric Flair, illest wrestler of all time.
Oh man, he was a G for sure.
But anyway, my thing is we're gonna have to do some research and to find out who this man is.
I don't know if we're ever gonna find anything more about this dude. It just seems like a random dude.
That was like a vicious slap that happened a few days ago. Slap heard around the world. That dude needs a contract. Sign him up, man. That's all I'm saying. We need to
sign him up to
guy.
what?
He need to be in wrestling.
He didn't look in shape.
You can get in shape, and you can put somebody down with a slap like that, boy.
But wrestling is fake. He real put somebody down with a slap.
I don't know if you could put somebody down with a slap. He looked like he into it, so he could do the choreography and all that shit.
So, I mean, to be fair, wrestling is a lot of theatrics, and he was very theatrical how he winded up to that shit.
Yeah. That boy licked his hand first. That boy licked his hand and came with the top. Tell me he ain't cool. Tell me he would be my favorite wrestler if he got a contract. Because it's like with The Rock or Brock Lesnar or somebody like that. It's like people entertained by it because they know they whoop your ass for real.
Right.
You see a dude like that, just smack somebody like that, just put him to sleep. He looked like he put him to sleep with that.
Oh, for sure, because the dude bounced off the bench and then hit the ground.
He went night off the lick chop.
He went limp from a Ric Flair slap for sure.
From a Ric Flair slap. And we got some other fights. That we gonna come back to. We're gonna take a quick break. I really enjoyed that talk. But I would like to see who that dude is, what his name is. I would like to get an interview with him if I could.
What's his wrestling name gonna be?
I don't know.
Oh man, we need to think of one.
I don't know. Dr. Chop. He'll lick his hand and fuck give you the chop, boy. We gonna come back. All right, here we go.
And we're back.
We're back. Man, I am so sorry for that RuPaul wee wee pole thing.
Oh, we're not even gonna show that footage. It was horrendous.
I apologize to Punk Rock Music for even calling it punk.
That wasn't punk rock.
I don't know why it said they were a punk band.
No.
They were not a punk band, but just to let you know that we weren't messing with you. Here's the article.
Okay.
You know? So that's just so we ain't jaws, and this ain't just off the cuff. We're just coming up with this stuff. It's real stuff. And we saw what RuPaul did back in the day, and I couldn't even handle. I don't even think I could handle a full minute. Was that a full minute?
No.
I don't even think that was a full minute.
We tried to listen to their hit single Tarzan. It was
yeah, Tarzan. It's very fast and
quite awful.
Yeah. Allegedly cocaine times. Speaking of alleged drug use, I want to talk about this man Donald Watts of Columbia County, Florida.
Donald Watts. He's accused of using meth, biting a police dog, punching and spitting on deputies while completely nude and covered in mud. Oh!
Yes. Do you have that?
Florida man.
Yes, a Florida man. A naked Florida man.
Meth-fueled, mud-covered, naked Florida man shakes off 2 tasers, bites canine.
Oh, shakes off 2 tasers. Okay.
2 2, bites canine and then fist fights officer, then spits on another.
Why wasn't this man shot?
Dude, what?
How-
I feel like other people would have been shot in this case, right?
I've seen people not pose a threat at all and be gunned down. This man bit your police dog. How do you bite a police dog and the dog ain't scared? Because you bit the police dog.
Yo,
You bit him and he's probably like, oh, what is this?
I think he was on PCP.
They say it was the meths.
It was the meth.
It was the meths.
Officers responded to a call of a man doing meth. When they showed up, this guy was naked except for being covered in mud.
Covered in mud.
Oh man.
Well, he was having a rough day. His mugshot looked like he was just having a really rough day.
Let me post this mugshot so people could see how crazy this man looks. This guy looks like he's up to no good. Like this guy looks like he's ready.
He looked like he could have been cool once upon a time. I don't know, man.
I don't know, whatever.
I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt in 2020, you know? Donald Watts, I hope you can get your life together, man. You got so high that you bit a police dog. And you shook off 2 tasers and tried to chunk them with the police. You did chunk them with the police, butt naked, covered in mud. And you weren't killed, right? So that should be a sign that you should, turn your life over.
Yet another Florida man story.
And you should see a light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, if nothing says rock bottom like biting a police dog butt naked high on meth. You know?
This article is hilarious, by the way. They pursued him. The maniac was in full primal rage when he jumped on a police dog and bit him.
And bit the police dog.
Yeah, what?
Come on, man.
This is all backwards.
Donald Watts, man. Columbia County, Florida.
Don't do meth.
I mean, come on, man.
I mean, this just is
that
crazy.
should be common sense, right?
Right, but I mean...
But on the other hand, that should be an example to you, right? You might get so high that you might see a police dog and just run up on it and just bite it on the strength.
On the strength side of the game.
You know, and he wasn't even harmed. He didn't have no black eye or nothing. I didn't see. You see?
No, his mugshot shows that they look, pretty straight.
Yeah, it looked like they cleaned him up and everything.
Yeah.
So
how Sway?
Yeah, maybe he's got the complexion for the protection, man.
Oh.
You never know. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there.
Oh.
Just throwing it out there. That's why people think it seems that that's why it seems that way to people of color. That's why it seems that way, because it's like, man, how in the hell did you run up on a police dog and bite it and then start chunking them fisticuffs with the officers butt naked? You shake off 2 tasers.
So you shake off 2 tasers, you bite a police dog, you spit on another officer, and then fist fight another one. The 4 things, by the way. And meanwhile, people have gotten killed over selling cigarettes on the streets or something like that. It's just like,
just a traffic stop.
Or a traffic stop.
Just a traffic stop. Let me get my let me get my registration. Blah!
Or
I feared for my life.
Yeah. Let me get my gun carrying license. Blah.
Yeah.
Things like that. Makes one ponder.
I just seen somebody choked out for selling Lucy's.
Yeah.
So that's just why people get angry. That's how you get the anger.
Accurate.
You see guys, as funny as it is, it's just real sad that he has let he been messing around so long.
Hold on, you say he been messing around?
He been messing around so long that it got
He's
to
been
the
methed up.
that it got to the point where he had to cover himself in mud. Maybe thought he was doing some type of camouflage. Maybe he thought this was some type of camouflage, and he was probably lurking around, and people was like, man, this is a dude walking around butt naked, covered in mud, hiding in the trees. And the authorities probably showed up, and sure enough, that's what it was.
Remember the story about the woman that was...
He bit the dog, y'all.
Remember the story about the woman that was killed in her own home? When they saw the door open, and you know she was just walking around her home, and the police,
no, they're playing video games.
Are playing video games,
Yeah,
and they shot her in her own home.
Yeah,
because they felt like there was a threat.
Yeah, that dude is standing trial now.
Yeah. However, if there is a crazed man covered in mud, butt naked, biting dogs, if that's not a threat,
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what is.
I don't know what it is. Come on, man. You bit the police dog, cat. What if he bit the officer? I mean, they treat the dog like the officer because I guess, you know?
Dog's member of the police force. Jesus.
Donald Watts said, I'm going to bite the shit out of this dog. Ah! Stuck some chompers in him.
Oh, God.
Could you imagine? I wish I would have saw it. I wish there was video. A dash cam video of crazed meth mud man biting dog. That was the crazy.
Foaming at the mouth.
Well, I mean, if he foaming at the mouth and he bit the dog, then he should have been shot.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Because he got the rabies. He must have got, like, you know, bit by a raccoon or something.
Buh.
I might get bit by a raccoon. I ran from a bunch of raccoons that wasn't even chasing me one time.
What?
Yeah, man. One time I was walking over here in El Cerrito, and I saw a big old thing of raccoons, a big pack of raccoons in somebody's driveway, right?
Okay.
And I was like, that's a lot of raccoons, right? And as I get closer and I'm walking by, they all stood up like this and looked at me, you know? Bro, I took off running so fast, they wasn't even chasing me. I was gone.
You said they stood up on their hind legs?
Yeah, they all stood up like humans. And I was like, no! You know, I was gone. I don't mess with animals.
Oh, man.
I don't mess with animals, man.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, you know, I feel for him. I feel for him. I hope he turns his life over to Christ or Allah.
Okay.
Or Hebrew or whatever to get down. But he need one of them for saving. They the only ones. They turn them crazy that way, you know. Usually when you're that addicted to something, you got to get addicted to some religion because it keep you away from all that craziness.
I don't know. I don't really feel for this guy. He sounds like a crazed man.
I don't know of any other crimes he's done.
I don't know. Something tells me this is not just like one crazy like hangover night that he's having or something like that.
I don't know, man. When you wig out so bad, we'd have to hear about his prior arrests.
Oh.
Because
okay,
it seemed like he might have just wigged out all crazy, and he'd been going for a long time. You know, you might not know. His parents are probably like, "This is good for him. He needs it." Did I?
He bit what? Yeah, keep him in jail.
Bless his heart.
Oh,
but yeah, man, it's a crazy time that we living in. We appreciate you for rocking with us. I hope you've been entertained and somewhat enlightened. Our next show is gonna be a heavy one. No, it's not gonna be heavy. It's gonna be fun.
yeah.
And it is. What is it called?
Male ego versus female pride.
On the next episode of Just Being Earnest, Dirty Earn, Daniel Otis. Somebody should have told you. We gotta hear peace.